has been said that Harry and Meghan truly believe that they have problems in their relationship. Well, not necessarily a personal aspect, but more to do with the fact that when they decided to step back as senior members of the working monarchy, well, things took a turn for the worst. As we've explained before here on the show, things were going quite well, and then, of course, this worldwide pandemic got in the way. Harry and Meghan like to describe this particular episode as simply a run of bad luck, and some people might say the same thing. But now it appears that both Harry and Meghan, the former royals known as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, are citing even more bad luck hitting their way. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Shaw here in the very heart of London. Lovely to have your company today. Welcome one and all brand new subscribers. Can I also remind people to be polite and kind and don't use expletives? You know, I don't like that. Nobody wants to read that when we're just all here to form a friendship group, chums, that sort of stuff. And also, could you refrain from referencing other channels? There is a reason for that. It's not being negative or unsupportive. Some channels actually don't align with the, shall we say, terms and agreements that I like to run my own channel by. I don't reference others, so please, if you could refrain from that, would be much appreciated. And you know, you'll understand when you see some of the language that some of the other channels put out. It's not relevant for me. Anyway, back as ever to your breaking royal story of the day. What's interesting is this, you know, Harry and Meghan, as I say, cited the fact that they've had a run of bad luck, and I would actually personally agree. I think a lot of people encountered bad luck, businesses, everyone around the world, and I'm not just saying that in a glib way. I mean, the pandemic was terrible, but when you look at it from personal projects, whether it be, you know, big film companies, television dramas, all that sort of stuff, things were just halted, breaks were just, the world was put on, you know, sort of stop, wasn't it? And then, of course, when you're Harry and Meghan and you need to make money, that's been the bigger problem. But now, of course, they thought the reverse fortunes were coming their way. And this is because, once again, they are in line for an award, the Hollywood Critics Award. Have you ever heard of it? No, me neither. And I've done these sort of awards. I've covered them, you know. My theory on this is always simply this. People give an award to people like Harry and Meghan because it raises the profile of that genre, allows people to realise that they actually exist, and then they get some worldwide publicity. It's as simple as that. Who'd heard of the Women in Vision Awards before Meghan rocked up in that gold Lamy affair? Yeah, nobody, right? I'm right, absolutely. Now, the problem is, you see, that Harry and Meghan again feel thwarted. Try saying that first thing in the morning. Thwarted by even more bad luck, because there was going to be a glittering ceremony of which they were hopeful to attend, according to a very good source. They had been, you know, preliminarily sort of asked, would you like to come along? Yes, they said. This would be very good for them because it's for their Netflix docu-series, which apparently is under the non-fiction brand. Where did they get this rubbish from? It's all fiction, but that's the bottom line. But you see, because of the writer's strike in Hollywood, the actual ceremony has now been put on ice. Not quite sure when that would be, but they'll still dish out the awards. So once again, you see, you get a tiny bit of glory without the world seeing that, in fact, you are a wonderful documentary maker and, of course, can do great things with your voice, i.e. archetypes or whatever you want to call it. So for Harry and Meghan now, what's fascinating is whichever way they turn, will this make Netflix think they're still a bankable commodity? And more importantly, will this change their fortunes? The Hollywood Critic Awards, everything is landing on you. Neil Shaw in the very heart of London.